Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, as it is Blue Shirt Day here on the TV. And it's Jeans Day except for one person.
I didn't get the memo, guys.
You didn't get that memo.
It's
You
okay.
got the blue shirt memo.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, very good. That's all right. We don't mind. No, it was funny. I came in and we were like, oh, our people called each other, evidently. We knew. We're psychic.
Cuckoo.
For Cocoa Puffs?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Very good.
They're not really that good to me, honestly.
Cocoa Puffs?
Mm-mm.
What is your favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I was gonna say
Apple
the same.
Jacks. Oh, dude.
Apple
That's so
Jacks. Oh no, what's your favorite cereal?
I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Really?
Yeah.
You just can't beat it.
I am a frosted mini wheats kind of girl.
Okay, I cannot blame you on that one.
Yeah.
Throw a little
they're
sugar
so
in
good.
there.
Okay. We've got to get to that in just a moment because I have a friend that I totally dissed because of he puts sugar on his frosted mini wheats.
So
I
you're
was
gonna
like,
diss her?
they've already got sugar on
I
them.
know, but they need like even more.
This was he called me the other day. Anyway, I will tell you all about that because this is something we can discuss right here on Main Street TV. And I need to know, is it a thing? Because he says it's a thing. I say it's not. It's the old man of rock and roll. And he actually called me on Sunday about this very topic. We'll get to that in just a moment. We're also here to talk about the JHS Spring Musical, which will be Newsies coming up, not this weekend, next weekend?
I think
Or is
it's
it
the
2
weekend after, yes.
weekend
2
after.
weeks, two weekends.
2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weekends. Oh, you have 2 more weekends to,
Yes.
to
Yeah.
practice, right? Okay.
The anxiety seeps in.
Very, very good. Well, we are going to talk about all things Newsies here in just a moment. Could y'all introduce yourself? Tell everybody who you are.
Hi, I'm Maddie Farr. I'm a sophomore at Jackson High School, and I play Catherine Plummer, an up-and-coming news reporter who sides with the Newsies in their battle.
Me next, right? Yeah. Okay. I am Tressel Murray. I'm a junior. I'm playing Jack Kelly. He's kind of the leader of the Newsies and leads them into a strike against Joseph Pulitzer, who raises the price of papers.
Oh, is that you?
No, that is not.
You're not the bad
That's
guy?
Liam.
No, I am
Okay.
Liam.
Davy Jacobs. Well, I'm Max Parano, a sophomore at JHS, but I play Davy Jacobs, who is Jack's right-hand man for the most part.
Aha, so you guys are like besties.
Sort of, but Jack has a true best friend at heart. His name is Crutchy. He has a crutch. He has polio.
Heard. Okay. Well, we're going nothing like inanimate objects to be best friends
Inanimate?
with.
It's a real guy.
Crutchy is?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
real.
he-
He's
he
just his
ha-
name
He's a
is
man
Crutch.
with a crutch.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the crutch was your best
No.
friend. I was a little bit concerned about you. Okay. Well, very good. Well, we're going to find out about all things Newsies here in just a moment. But first, we have a message, and then we'll be back.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who our new community, especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
I'll remember.
Speak up. I can't hear you, she said. Oh, shoot, we're on. Oh, sorry about that, Kathy.
Is Kathy watching this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Who else is watching?
And everyone else watching.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, everyone.
Whoever else is watching. Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Tressel's mom.
No, this is so cool. You guys have been working really, really hard on this production. And Newsies is something that I was telling you off the air that I'm not really super familiar with. So you all are going to fill us in on what's going on. But first I need to get to this the cereal thing
Mhm.
because it's important. So
It's a dire thing.
this is must see TV right here. No, my friend Greg Milliken, the old man of rock and roll, at one point we were talking about frosted mini wheats, and he said that he put sugar on his frosted mini wheats, and I said, that's absolutely overkill. You do not need it because they already have tons of sugar on them. And so this was like a whole debate here on this program about it. And so he called me Sunday morning and he said, I just want you to know that I got out the frosted mini wheats and I got out the sugar and I saw you and I heard you ridiculing me for it and I put the sugar away and I ate the frosted mini wheats without the sugar. So, but you say sugar on the frosted mini wheats.
Not like a lot, just a little bit.
Just a little
bit.
sprinkle.
Yeah.
Zip to it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you guys? What do you think?
I just
Just eat
I
them?
don't really like
Cereal.
them that much.
I mean
Oh.
I love frosted mini
I mean,
wheats.
I prefer them without sugar, and I think they're good.
Okay.
Good answer, boy.
All right. So anyway, Greg, there is someone out there that agrees with you. So I will, Miss Maddie here has your back. Yes,
Oh, wow.
love it. Okay. Anywho, let's get to Newsies.
Yes.
Because that is why we are here today. And y'all have been working really hard. So how long have you been working on this production?
Early January.
Since
Yeah,
like the
early
beginning of
January.
January, as soon as we got back from Christmas break.
Oh,
was the day of
gosh.
auditions, yeah.
Single
Okay.
digits for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Single digits of the beginning of January.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very cool. Are you nervous? He's squirmy.
I'm just squirmy.
No, yeah. That's
Are
how
you
he
just
is.
squirmy in general?
Yeah, he just.
Okay.
I asked for the wheelie chair because I
What?
knew I was gonna be.
Oh. Okay. You guys will have to
Oh.
share a mic. Which one is it?
Trestle. Oh, sorry.
Trestles?
Trestles. Yours is
Not working. Okay.
Okay.
So pull
That
it
makes
right up
sense.
here and then they
We can
hear
all
both of you.
share.
Aw, sharing is caring, you guys. That's so sweet.
Is this better? Okay, sweet.
Okay.
So was everything that I said just not be able to be heard?
You can-
It was just like this loud.
That's
Okay.
why she was telling you to speak up. It's
That
just
makes
because your
sense.
mic wasn't working all the
Well,
way. But we
I'm
can
down
all
now.
share and it will be fine. Okay, so you've been working since January on this. So
Yeah, it's
what
okay.
was the whole you can just lay it down if you want.
Okay.
What was the whole method of like how you got cast? Did you have like a particular parts you wanted to try out for, or do you just do what you're told?
Well, I mean, we all kind of go into it and expect a part that we want. Well, I mean, we don't expect, but we want a part.
You
Obviously.
can't not go in hoping for a part.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
Did you get the parts you wanted?
I did.
I did.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that works out then.
But how the audition process works, you don't go in and saying like, I want this part. You read a monologue and sing a song, and they'll put you where they think you'll be best.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So last year you were here. I know. Maddie was here with SpongeBob, right?
Yeah, Trust was here
I
too.
was
You
here
were,
with
you were
SpongeBob.
here with SpongeBob. You've been here numerous times, so I can't remember when and whatever. But you guys sang a song. Are you going to sing a song for us today?
We sang a song last
When
year?
did we sing?
You
a
did
song?
sing a song.
I don't really
Mhm.
want to sing right now.
You don't have to. I was just asking.
We have one song all together.
You
but
sang
it
a
needs some more.
SpongeBob song.
It
Let's
needs
not
some
do that.
more.
We also are missing. We're missing a key member of that song. who
Yeah,
helps with our
Jensen.
timing. Little Jensen.
Okay.
He plays this guy's little brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah.
cute. Okay. Well, we'll let you off the hook of singing, but you did sing a song last year. Because it was what? Cameron was here? No.
Camden.
Camden.
Yeah, Camden. I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anywho, this is just this is wild. Okay, so let's talk about Newsies and kind of give us a synopsis of what it's about.
You want me to?
Yeah, that's all you,
Alright,
Trestle.
sweet.
They say
So,
you're omniscient about it.
It's all about these paper boys who learn that the higher ups are raising the prices of papers, so they're gonna have to sell more just to make the same amount, and they think that's unfair. So they go on strike to try and I can't think of the words.
Convince Pulitzer.
Yeah, convince Pulitzer to lower the price back down. So I mean that's just a general synopsis. Your main characters are Jack, Davey, Crutchy, Les, and Catherine, who is a reporter that is helping the Newsies. And there's also a really neat twist that
Yeah.
everyone will be like,
Jaw dropping.
Is it like
Pulitzer
this?
is a character.
Literally, everyone's gonna be like
Cool. When does that happen?
towards the end.
towards the
Okay.
end of the
But
play.
it's like
Everyone
it's
knows
yeah.
it. You'll know it when you see
You'll
it.
know when
Okay.
you see it. You'll be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It is. Plot
Everybody do their
twist.
best thing. 3, 2, 1. I love it.
That was
Yeah.
good.
We're so theatrical.
Yeah.
Can I be in the play?
Might
No.
be that.
God,
I'm
that was
sorry.
mean.
I'm sorry, but
No, I'm just kidding. So tell us a little. So it's about paper boys.
yes.
Are there paper girls too?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
We have paper.
Paper
girls, too.
people,
Paper
Yeah.
people.
paper delivery people.
Sorry, I just said paper boys as like a general thingy.
I get it. So
I
they go on
apologize.
strike because the
The prices of paper
is Pulitzer like that's like a real person.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this based off a real thing?
I mean, the
Loosely?
newspaper strike happened not like this.
Not with
Oh,
these,
okay.
not
Not
with
like
the
this,
specific
though.
characters. Yeah. So, I mean, I want to say it probably did happen, but
Just not in this
Just
manner.
Not like
Yeah.
this.
Okay. So, what are your favorite parts of the plot of this whole situation?
ooh,
Give us a little bit of something.
I like the very beginning where it's everyone. I know Kathy and Courtney are gonna be like, "Ugh, I hate this scene" because we ran it like 70 billion times. But it's the prologue, and it's just me and Crutchy, and we're singing about how going out west and leaving New York behind, and it's this beautiful scene that. I mean, both Gage and I, who does play Crutchy,
Uh-huh.
we love Gage. Everyone loves Gage, right?
Yes, we love
All right,
it.
so
Tilly.
Gage Tilly, what a good
I love
guy.
you too, Gage.
So yeah, boom.
Hi, Gage.
Hi,
Just
Gage.
saying. I mean,
I know
everyone
you're
can't be
watching.
wrong, so I'm jumping on the bandwagon.
That's probably my favorite scene because the I don't know, it's a lot of fun to do, and
so you're moving out west?
yeah, that's kind of the whole shindig of Jack and
That's his
Crutchy's.
dream.
That's my dream.
Oh, that's your dream.
Yeah.
So where's this based? Like the play? Like where?
It's in New York.
In
Yeah.
New York.
Mhm.
Okay.
Manhattan specifically.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So Mr. Pulitzer's a bad guy.
Yes, very bad.
Oh.
I feel like
And
he
he's-
just wants money. So
Yeah.
Oh.
But he's also very mean.
yeah.
Oh.
I think he is.
If Maddie says he's mean, he's mean.
He is.
Maybe not.
I should know.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, all right. So tell us, like, how much singing is there? There's a lot of singing in this production, I hear.
Yeah. I think I'm in like every song besides like 3.
Mhm.
Okay.
So he like never gets a break.
No, I don't.
Like ever.
Yeah.
So is this hard to, is it hard to learn like all, I mean, cause okay, it's one thing to be in a play or a production, remember your lines, but it's a whole other thing to do that and remember songs and perform them in front of like, you know, not to scare you or anything, but like a bazillion people that are all staring right at you with a spotlight on you.
Well, the first
Not to freak you out or
the
anything.
first month and a half of rehearsal
Mhm.
is just learning the music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't do our
Because
lines.
it's so hard.
Mhm.
But also, I feel like this music isn't horribly hard because the songs are so memorable.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you hear it once and it's like, oh, that song's great,
Yeah.
and then you just know it.
Mhm.
I mean, the really hard part was the harmonies and like the little solo bits in each song.
Yeah.
Sure, like perfecting
Yeah,
all
Yes.
of that
exactly, yeah.
together, and you're
And we s-
obviously singing with other people, so
Still haven't perfected some harmonies, especially in that one song with all 3 of us.
All 3 of us, yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll get it.
she's like, it needs a lot of work.
But most of those songs sound pretty good on stage.
They
right
They
do.
now.
do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Very,
It's gonna
very
be
cool.
awesome. So tell us about like the set. So how many people do you have participating in this? Because you know, we had the Wellston kids here yesterday, and you know, we were talking about how there's I mean, I think they had like 55 people or something like that. And I don't know, like, there's so many people behind the scenes too. Do you all run your own sound and lighting and all of that, or
we have a tech crew that runs it for us.
are they students?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually have a list sent by our wonderful director, Kathy, of all the people that are involved with this play. So you mind if I just go ahead?
Not a
and
list
say?
of names.
Not a list of names.
No.
Oh,
No,
Just like how
absolutely.
many
Yeah,
people.
no, I think because here's the thing, you see the people out on stage. You don't see the people that have been designing sets and painting and cutting them out and doing the wardrobe and lights and sound and
Yeah.
all of that stuff just magically happens, but it doesn't magically happen. There's a whole crew that does it. So yeah, give them some credit.
So we have 42 cast members.
Okay.
26 high school, 16 middle school, and I think that's also including like elementary kids.
Okay.
24 crew members, but that's including the tech crew. 8 high school in the pit. Well, sorry, 8 high school pit. Sorry, I just completely forgot. I'm trying to read this off the text. And 6 of them are hired. So
Okay, and the pit is like who plays the music.
Yes.
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 It's orchestra.
Yep.
Sorry, I should have elaborated. Yeah.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
But yeah, there is so much that goes on behind the scenes, and our crew is very good at getting stuff done, and I really like the set that we have.
What would we be doing without them?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Absolutely nothing. No, I think that I think it's so cool because not everybody wants to be like on this stage, or God forbid you can't sing like me. So but you can still participate in all of this, and I think that's what makes it so fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
for sure.
everyone's still a big part of the show because,
Mhm.
I mean, like I said, nothing would be able to happen without all of them.
Right.
So
Absolutely. So, okay, Maddie, tell us a little bit about your character, like kind of get in depth of it.
I am a news reporter who sides with the newsies. So I'm like around their age. So I'm like young, but I'm always around them. And
So, do you work for the newspaper of Mr. Pulitzer?
No, I work for myself.
Oh, you work for
I don't-
yourself.
yeah.
You
You're
work
just
for a different newspaper.
Yes, but I can't give away too much
Okay.
because this is where this like shocking information comes.
okay.
So, but I help the newsies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
In
are
their battle.
you're a good girl?
I am, yes. I help
Okay.
them, yes.
Okay.
I'm good.
Very cool. So, tell us a little bit, like, go into depth a little bit more about your characters.
well, Jack's an artist. He paints many backdrops for one of the big stars on the Bowery, Miss Meta Larkin, who's played by Harper Uten,
Mhm.
and she does a very good job. He dreams of going out west, like I said, and he's the leader, but he's mainly the face, where Davey's the brains. He organizes the entire thing, but Jack's kind of the face behind it. Jack's a very complex guy. Mr. Pulitzer calls him Mr. Tough Guy, but he also
Oh.
has like a very soft side to him, which can be seen in like those scenes like with Santa Fe Prologue and whenever he's singing all about going out west. That's kind of where you see it. But he's a very complex character that is very likable, I'd say. But yeah, he's the face of the.
Why
show.
does he want to go out west? Like, why is that his dream?
Mainly because New York is kind of the thing that killed his family, I want to say, and he knows that he can have a big life out there instead of a small life in a big city.
Okay.
So
Because most of the newsies are orphans.
yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
All right, cool.
yeah.
What about your character?
Well, my character seems to be like the only newsie who isn't an orphan. He
Yeah.
comes from a better background. And he's introduced like just a little bit later into the story as a newcomer because his dad got laid off, so he had to find work along with his little brother to feed his family. And around that time is when the prices get jacked up,
Okay.
and there's this whole dynamic of figuring out what to do with the strike and just how to go about that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys, no, that's really, really cool. And I know that Newsies is kind of like we were talking off the air, pretty big on. Is it still on Broadway?
No, we wouldn't be able to do it if it was still on Broadway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
And very, very popular.
It's honestly one of the most high regarded Broadway musicals ever.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Who wrote it?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
Oh, I stumped him.
couldn't do
All
that.
right. Well, very good. Okay, so let's get into the details about when this production is, how can you buy tickets, all that stuff.
All right. Well,
And where?
it is in the middle school auditorium.
Yeah, don't get confused but our middle school auditorium is the best place to have. We're so fortunate to have that.
Yes. It is the 28th, 29th, and 30th. Yeah. I know
Of
you're
March.
watching.
Friday and Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have 3 opportunities to see it. And how do you get tickets?
You can buy them on the JHS website.
Okay.
I think it's $10
Mhm.
for pre-sale tickets and $8 at the door. But if you want a pre-sale ticket, and you can have a reserved seat,
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
you can get it online.
So you don't have to throw elbows when you get in there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So
I know.
then there was
Scary,
no
aren't I?
fighting.
Would you give me the seat if I did that to you?
Probably.
Thanks.
Maybe.
I would. I'd give you my seat.
You're so sweet. No, very good. Okay, so and then we were talking off the air too. Listen, putting on these productions is not cheap, and without community support and support of a lot of volunteers, like your folks that are directing and doing music and all that stuff, you couldn't do it. So you want to give a shout out to some of the folks that helped sponsor this production?
Steven Sollers, he's a member of the class of 2004.
Okay.
The Austin Powder Company,
Mm-hmm.
Bryn Mawr Incorporated, D&W Homes, Watchman Inspections, Jackson City Education Association, the family of Liam Milliken.
Okay. Sweet
Gotta love
Liam.
Yep.
He plays Pulitzer.
Yeah, he plays.
Oh, he
Mr.
does?
Yes, he
Yes.
does.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Tri-City Theater, and the Telegram has donated all the newspapers to us so that we can use them
Yes.
as like props.
That's super cool. Yeah, because it's just like little things like that you need, but it would cost money to go out and buy a whole bunch of newspapers. So
A lot of newspapers.
yeah, a lot of newspapers. Do newspapers get thrown up in the air? Yes. That's
Yeah.
fun. That's awesome.
You'll see.
Okay.
It's real fun.
So okay, you're not giving anything away. Does the story have a happy ending or no?
Yes,
Yes,
it has a
absolutely.
happy ending.
Absolutely.
Very
Good.
happy
Yes.
ending.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're glad to hear that. But no, please come out, support the kids. They are working so hard. They have 2 weeks of rehearsals still. How do you guys rehearse every day?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my
Besides
gosh.
like Friday, Saturday, and then Sundays are dance rehearsals, but we don't have one this Sunday.
Yeah, but we have set work.
Oh,
Saturday. Oh,
forgot about that.
sorry.
Didn't know, did ya? Okay.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
goes from like 10 to 4.
Okay.
That's another 7 hours.
Yeah.
Yay. It's
Oh,
part of being it.
I completely
and
forgot to
That it
mention.
is.
Yes.
The big platform was built by Mr. Irvin and the VOAG class
Oh,
at the middle
okay.
school.
Yeah. Mhm.
Completely forgot to mention that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It was not the crew that built that, but it was them, and it's very, very cool.
8 feet tall.
8 feet tall.
An 8-foot tall platform.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Awesome.
I
It's
can
got
like touch the
stairs
top
and a
of the thing.
ladder, and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very sturdy.
Well,
I think
Maddie's
it's
like
cute.
8 feet tall, so
know, yeah.
I think you grew a foot since I've seen you the last.
Yeah.
We gotta put a brick on your
I have
head,
my
sister.
platforms on too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She just keeps going this way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Well,
Spaghetti.
spaghetti. Oh, listen.
That's crazy.
I was you. I totally get it. Like, you just keep going this way and you never go this way. It'll catch up with you one of these days. Promise. That's mean.
It's okay.
I think she's a most
When you
beautiful
go
piece
like
of spaghetti
this.
I've ever seen. How's that?
Yo, what are we doing?
All right. Well, we will let you girls and boys get out of here. Do you have anything you want to tell our viewers while you're here?
Come watch us.
Come watch.
Yeah, it's a very fun show. Lots of
It is.
dancing, lots of music. It's
Lots of dancing.
lots of dancing. Lots of dancing.
Not for me in particular, but
And I mean, not really for me.
Do you get to like
because-
booty shake?
No.
no. Some tap dance.
Yeah, some tap dance, some. I mean,
Do you get to wear fun tap dance shoes?
I do.
Yeah, she does.
Really?
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that went into the show. We worked really hard for it,
Mhm.
and it's a very fun musical
Yes.
that all of you guys should come and watch. And we hope to see you there.
Yes.
There you go. Simple as that. Come on out. Support. Very good. All right. Well, thank you all for stopping by. It's always fun talking with you.
Thank you for
And
having us.
best of luck. Break a leg, I like to say.
Literally, because we have a big platform that we cannot see in the dark.
I know.
That's
and
8
like-
feet tall. Okay, great. That just sounds like a horrible idea.
There's lights on it.
Oh, it's
not all the time.
fine.
Yeah.
It'll
I'm
be
just gonna
fine.
cool down.
You're young. You'll bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
mean, like last time with SpongeBob, whenever I tore something in my ankle.
Walking down the stairs.
Yeah,
And then I
don't
was
do
like,
that.
had like a broken leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that again. All right. Well, we will be back here in just a moment with Christina Wolford. And Christina actually works over in Chillicothe for one of the sister stations over there, Hank FM. And it's one of, if not my favorite radio station throughout this total media. So we're going to talk with her in just a moment about life at Hank FM and also a lot of things downtown Chillicothe. So we will be back in just a moment. Thank you all for stopping by.
Hey, thank you
Thank
for having
you.
us.
All right.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
thetelegramnews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, thetelegramnews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Subscribe today at thetelegramnews.com.
Check it out.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
All right, and we are back with Christina. And Christina, you actually work at Hank FM.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you for driving all the way here. Do you live in Chillicothe?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful drive down here to Jackson, so I don't mind at all.
You know, that is true. And it's funny when I have people come like stop by the restaurant or whatever, and they come from Columbus or wherever. They're like, man, it is so pretty driving down through here.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, yeah, it is. That's why we live here.
That's right. That's
Hello. But no, tell us a little bit about, I'm just going to say, I may be a little bit biased, but Hank FM is, for me, the best
It
radio
is the best.
station.
Like,
The music, I mean, it just tugs at my heartstrings. Like every song that is played, I swear, my husband just laughs at me because like we're in Chillicothe driving back to Jackson. I'm just singing 100 miles an hour.
Right.
'Cause I'm like, I love every song that you play.
right.
It's
I
so good.
sing every single song that comes on. I
Yes,
think there's
I
a
know.
song about that. Singing every song on the radio.
So,
That's
yeah,
what I do.
it's so true.
So it's the legends of country music.
It is If you haven't listened to it, just please listen to it.
Yeah, so it's hardcore. It plays like 60s up through early 2000s, but I'd say the core is probably 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
Legends of country. So it's not just the older stuff. A lot of people think, well, legends, that's all old stuff. But George Strait's a legend. He's still making music. So we've got the new stuff by George too. And then some of the new legends. We've got some Jason Aldean, some Keith Urban creeping in there.
Yep.
These guys are the new legends of country music. So you're going to hear those guys on there as well. So it's 100.9 WXIZ. And of course, if you can't pick it up, that's okay, because we got the Total Media app. And you can hear
awesome.
that anywhere, right?
And here's the thing. If you don't have one of those fancy schmancy cars that has Bluetooth and all that, I guarantee you somewhere in your car, there's an auxiliary little hookup thingy.
Right.
And you can just play this app, the Total Media Radio app. You can go to Hank and you can play that in your vehicle or wherever you are. If you're in Florida on vacation, you're on a cruise,
That's right.
You're God knows where, you're in Europe, you can still listen.
That's right. Well,
it's like magic.
Our morning gal, Lori Graves, she actually did her show on a cruise. She got the Wi-Fi package, and she was able to do the morning show from the cruise. So you can listen anywhere, and you can do your show anywhere, pretty much, thanks to technology.
And that's so true. And sometimes we say our worlds are crazy right now, but I'm going to tell you, there's some technological advancements that have just been life-changing, and some of this stuff is that. And you can listen, of course, to any of the Total Media radio stations on the app as well.
Right.
But I love it.
I do too. It's my favorite.
Yeah. So tell us, how'd you get into radio?
Gosh, this started when I was in high school.
Yeah.
There was a guy that
I feel like that's a common theme.
I like to talk and I like music. There was a guy that went to our church that was actually a local DJ in Chillicothe, and I idolized him. I thought, oh, he's so cool. So at home, I would practice, reading the intros to the songs and that kind of stuff. And then one day, my family actually owns and runs a skating rink in Chillicothe. So
cool.
Another one of the news guys in Chillicothe had come to a party, and my mom, of course, embarrassing me, as a teenager, but was like, oh, she wants to be on the radio. And he said, well, let me hear her announce. So I announced, a couple skate or something, and he's like, oh, she's pretty good. Actually, we're hiring somebody. So, I mean, it was just fate. They needed somebody to push buttons overnight. It wasn't like I was, that good at doing anything, but I went in there and started working overnight and just never left. So
that's how but it's weird. Sometimes it's just like kismet, and you things happen, and it's meant to be.
Yeah, so I was there for 35 years at the Chillicothe radio stations.
Really?
Then, yeah, but working for corporate radio, sometimes things happen. So they were downsizing. So I got downsized finally. I survived several rounds, but got downsized. And then that day, Total Media reached out and heard, and a couple people said, you need to snatch her up. So
you've been snatched.
I've been snatched, and I'm glad for it, because it's nice to be back working for local owners and people who care about this community and doing things, like Main Street TV. I mean, this is great that, people in Jackson can see this. You had the high school kids in here earlier. It's such great opportunities. And I love what Total Media is doing. And Mr. Stockmeister, he's really, involved in the community, and this is a great thing. So.
And here's what I'm going to tell you. And I think that you all listening out there know, you can get your music from anywhere with the technology.
Absolutely.
But the way that radio still exists, and the most important thing for a radio station is to have that local aspect, because that's why people tune in for local news. God forbid, for local obituaries, for that local person that you see out at the grocery store or whatever that you can talk to. And that's what you're doing. You're doing afternoons, right?
Yeah, from 3 to 7.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your show on Hank.
Oh, it's really nothing special.
I doubt that.
It's music intensive. Every once in a while we'll have guests come in. More guests come in the morning with Lori, our morning gal.
Sure.
But we have guests come in sometimes in the afternoon. We're going to be doing more with the Chillicothe Paints, so we'll be able to take my show on the road some. We're going to set up out with the Chillicothe Paints and do the show from the road. We're going to be doing some stuff with Atomic Speedway. I'm not sure that they've announced everything, but they're doing some stuff with the high schools, and this is big time for Southern Ohio. It's going to give high school students a really big opportunity to get their feet wet in racing. I mean, and if you can, I can imagine that would just be so expensive to do, but there's grants, there's things the high school is doing. And Hank FM's going to be involved in that in Total Media, so it's really exciting.
Very cool. And tell us a little bit about the Atomic Speedway. I've heard of it, but I'm not really familiar.
Okay, so it's kind of halfway between Waverly and Chillicothe. So they do racing pretty much every weekend. They do a lot of big things out there. But they're going to start a program where it's going to be like a club sport for kids at some of the local high schools. So kids get to be involved in this, and not just racing. You think, well, there's going to be 5 or 6 race cars. They get to help design the cars. They get to help paint the cars. They get to do promotions. They can do broadcasting. They can do, things around the track, maintenance. I mean, think of, like the auto body classes and stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Are going to get to be involved in this. And I mean, where else can a high schooler actually race a race car?
I want to race a race car.
I do too.
Right?
Where was this when I was young?
I agree.
So it's going to be really exciting this summer and fall. Out at Atomic Speedway, and they're a local hometown speedway. They've been there for a long time. They bring a lot of big names in, do a lot of events, and so this is just going to explode. It's going to be huge for this area.
That is super duper cool. And see, this is why radio needs to be local.
Yeah.
For this very reason, because it's promoting great things going on in our area. And speaking of local and speaking of the area, downtown Chillicothe is just, and that's where you're located. Is just fire right now. I was there, was that Sunday, I believe? No, I was there. Yeah, I think I was there Sunday and I was there Tuesday. But so yeah, and you're looking around and because we stopped by Old Capitol, saw those guys, and there's just so many people out and about shopping the local stores and doing all kind of fun things. So what do you know about some of the stuff going on in downtown Chillicothe?
Well, there's something almost every weekend.
It's crazy.
It is. There's a lot. I mean, the big annual festival, the Feast of the Flowering Moon, is coming up. That is Memorial Day weekend.
That's one of my faves. Love that one.
Yeah, so it's the Native American theme. They've got Native American dancers down there, a mountain man encampment. They're doing like a ducky race in Yoctangi Park. They get all the ducks out there, and you got a chance to win prizes. Of course, we have Feast of the Flowering Moon, Queen, and the Princess, and that kind of stuff.
And food.
Oh, that's
food,
fried food, the best.
All the food.
That's right. All the fried food, all kinds of contests, and just a whole lot of fun. It's been around for several years now. I remember in high school, and I think is when I started. I'm dating myself now, but a lot of fun. And of course, it's right down the street from us, just a block from us at Hank, where we're set up there on Paint Street. So we're going to be involved in that a lot. I'm going to be down there and eating some food for sure. But
Heck yeah.
We'll be hanging out down there at the Feast of the Flowering Moon. So that's one of the first things coming up that we plan to be a big part of. So hopefully, the weather's starting to get better so we can get out and about.
We have a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
But no, and if you have not, and I'll be honest with you, until a few years ago when I went for the first time to the Feast of Flowering Moon, which I hadn't been to before, and I know that I've driven by the entrance to Yoctangi Park about 7 million times, but never gone into the park.
Oh, it's beautiful.
If you have... I'm telling you, if you go to Chillicothe and if you're in the downtown area, please take the time, and you can drive down into it, go into that park, because it is such a hidden gem.
It is, because it's kind of sunken down. It's part of where the canal was. Yeah,
yes.
And the Cider River actually ran through there. They kind of rerouted the river a little bit, and then the canal was right up there on Paint Street. So it kind of sinks. You have to go down into it a little bit, but you don't always notice that it's there. Yeah, it's huge 100-year-old trees down there, a pond. Of course, the armory's down there, playground. We got a city pool down there, but it's such a beautiful green space and shade. It is beautiful.
It is. You can rent kayaks and do all that fun stuff, but it is. I don't know. It's like you walk down in there and it's peaceful. I think.
Like, a lot of people go down there and eat lunch.
Yeah, I could see that. It's just like a great break. It's just fantastic. So, and then there are so many fun, little stores in downtown
Oh, yeah.
Chillicothe. The we were in Old Canal the other day, and the bartender was like, "It's Sunday. Every Sunday, I go next door and treat myself to this special cookie. It's like a Buckeye cookie or something.
Oh,
There's
wow.
because there's a bakery right next to it."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "So I'll be right back." And I was like, "Girl, you go. We're fine." And it was like so cool. And she brought back this cookie, and I'm like, "Oh, I can see where you are addicted to that because it looked good."
Right. There's lots of little bakeries, lots of little restaurants and specialty shops. And every once in a while, my husband and I will just say, we're just going to go walk around. We're going to take a Saturday or Sunday. And we do that because, the shops come and go sometimes. And just
Yeah.
walk down those streets, and you'll be amazed at some of the really
Oh
neat
my
things that are
gosh.
down there.
So cool. It is
Yeah.
just such an amazing thing. So, all right. So, at Hank FM, what are some of the things that you all have planned? I know we talked about the Speedway and all of that. Do you have anything else up your sleeve?
Well, WXIZ, Hank FM has been.
Go ahead and spill the tea, sister.
Well, we have been a partner with the Chillicothe Paints since they started broadcasting, and this is Prospect League baseball. So you never know
So
where
fun.
these young men may go. They
Yes.
may end up somewhere. I mean, we had one that played for the Padres, Chris Tolberg. So it could happen. And this is a big deal in Chillicothe. So this year we are really no holds barred. We are going gung ho 100% with the Chillicothe Paints. I'm going to take my show on the road there and broadcast some of the games. Well, I'm not going to call the ball games. We're going to leave. We're going to
You're
leave
going to
that
broadcast at the game.
I'm going to leave
the
that to the
ballpark.
professionals.
Yes.
Jacob Wise does a wonderful job of doing that for the Chillicothe Paints. But I'll be set up outside. We're going to give away tickets. We're going to have, radio station swag, all kinds of fun stuff. Maybe talking to some of the players and the coaches and the boosters. And Hank FM's going to have a couple nights. We're going to sponsor one night
That's cool.
with Hank FM at the Chillicothe Paints. So you can come get something to eat. And there's usually fireworks. And we're going to get Lori Graves to go out there on morning gown throughout the first pitch for the Paints. So that'll be fun.
No pressure, Lori.
She can do it. She can do anything. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So a lot of the summer, we're going to be spending there with the Chillicothe Paints. So we hope you join us there. And when you talk about things that you do, the cost of everything is so expensive, anymore with the theme park tickets. You can't go anywhere for like under $100. These Chillicothe Paints tickets are like $8 to get in.
I know.
And you can get season tickets for the price of going to a theme park one time.
Yes.
And you're sponsoring the local hometown team.
Listen.
And it's so much fun. They have all kinds of giveaways. The whole community gets involved with the Paints. And it's great.
And that's so true. And they play, tell everybody kind of where the Paints ballpark is, because
So
I'm not
it's,
as familiar to give directions.
It's the Chillicothe VA grounds of the Chillicothe Veterans Administration out on State Route 104, just a little north of Chillicothe. So if you just get off the State Route 104 exit, if you're on 35, it's a little north of Chillicothe. It's the High Street or 104 exit, and you just go north on 104. It's maybe a mile. It's out by the prison too. Most people know where the CCI and RCI prisons are, so it's right past the prisons. They're on the left-hand side, and you can go in either one of the entrances. There's signage. It's just right inside the northern entrance at 104. It's the stadium. It is so nice, and they say it's one of the nicest ones in the Prospect League.
And that's so cool because this is something, listen, it's like going to the Reds or the Clippers or whatever. There is nothing more fun than going to watch baseball, and it's America's pastime for a reason.
Right.
And this is so good because you can take the whole family. It's affordable.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun. Eat hot dogs, do all the baseball stuff, and it's not you're gonna not pay an arm and a leg for it.
Right.
And this is not knocking anything, but to go to a professional baseball game, which are a blast, by the way.
Right.
But to take the family to a Reds game or something like that, if you're on a budget, might not be within your budget because it's very expensive.
It is.
So this is just as much fun. It's local. And you can go and hang out.
Right. And they've
Take
got
the
all
whole
kinds
fam.
of events. The kids can run the bases afterward. They have
Yes.
a party with the Paints where they actually get to see the players, talk to the players.
Exactly.
They'll come out and take pictures with them, sign autographs.
It's so
it's
cool.
a good time. It's a lot of wholesome fun. good way to spend your summer.
Super personal, and it's just a good time.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. And so we're XIZ, Hank FM, so proud to be the voice of the Chillicothe Paints again this year.
love that. And again, Hank, if you haven't listened and you like any type of country music, she can come on in if you like any kind of country music. I'm telling you, the whole gambit is played on Hank FM.
Right. We'll take requests too. We'll stray a little bit from the format too. You got something, we'll put it on for you.
And I love that about that, because you actually do have live folks in there playing the music. And so if you have something you are just needing to hear, I just got to hear this today.
We'll get it on for you. That's right. And if you're driving by Paint Street and you see us in the window, give a wave. A lot of people are kind of scared. They're like, is there somebody in there? We're like, we'll wave back.
That's awesome. No, I love that. And so people can tune in to Christina. They can tune into, of course, Lori Graves in the morning for that morning show.
Right.
And then Christina in the afternoons. And I'm sure people can call in for requests. And
Absolutely.
it is true local radio. And that's so, so cool.
Yeah, we love it. And we love being a part of the community. It sets us apart. And that's what people want. Like you said, we can get music anywhere, but you can't get that local stuff. I just told them yesterday, the boil advisory was lifted for Waverly. Where else are you going to get that?
Right. No, and it's true. Like, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it's like, where do you get that information? Locally.
That's right. Hank
on local
FM
radio.
100.9.
100.9 Hank FM. And if you can't pick it up, if you're driving around here or whatever, it's funny. I can pick it up clear as a bell at my house, but not in town.
Yeah.
Super weird. But I can pick it up on the Total Media Radio app.
That's right.
Anywhere that I am in the world.
That's right.
As long as I have, cell service.
Yeah.
Which is, not hard to find in today's world. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our viewers while you're here?
I think that's it. Just stay tuned for a lot of community involvement out of Hank, and we
Love that.
look forward to getting out now. Like I said, the weather's better. Getting out and in the community and covering these local events, and we'll be right there with you.
Awesome. Christina, thank you so much for driving all the way down here to Jackson to hang with us this morning. You are so sweet.
No problem. It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course, anytime. You come back and see us anytime.
I will.
Yeah. And if you have any fun special events, come and let us know as well. All right, Adrian, I think we have another message, right? Okay, yes, we do. And then we're going to be back with our good friend, Brittany.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs, from business cards, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Hi, I'm Julian Villarreal with your 3-day Pure Rock weather forecast. So today, Thursday, March 13th, it will have a high of 72 and a low of 50 degrees. There will be a 20% chance of scattered thunderstorms and rain showers throughout the day. Tomorrow, Friday, March 14th, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 76 and a low of 61. On Saturday, March 15th, it will be mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of scattered thunderstorms and rain throughout the day with a high of 73 and a low of 57. Now that's all I have for you today. Have a great one.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Brittany. Hey, you're good to go.
Yeah, I was scared.
She had a green shirt on, so we were afraid she was going to disappear, but she hasn't disappeared. So we love that you're still here with us.
I'm still
and
here.
not just a floating head.
That would have been cool though.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that with Pete one time, so yeah, it was hilarious. So, Brittany, let's see. So you are going to talk about, tell me the official, it's a day, right? Or just in general?
World Kidney Day.
World Kidney Day.
I was unaware.
Okay. All right.
Terrible kidney patient. I had no idea until Cheryl told me.
So that is, yeah, right.
I knew it was like National Kidney Month, I think.
Okay.
So I did know that, but World Kidney Day.
Okay.
Today, March 13th.
Today is March 13th. Yes, it is. And not a Friday, which is great.
I
To
don't
be
know. I kind of
we
like
don't-
Fridays.
Friday the 13th?
Oh,
That's
no, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Fridays in general.
Well, Brittany, you know, it's we're just gonna have to get into some personal stuff with you because the reason that you are here is you are suffering from kidney failure, right?
Correct. I do have renal failure. It's like stage 5, end stage. There's like 3 different terms for it.
Okay. I mean, we're serious. This is serious stuff.
This is absolutely serious. This is life, or
yes,
other things relative to that. Oh wow. Right.
Okay.
Thanks, Adrian, for zooming in on me like that. It's very dramatic. So I have what they call polycystic kidney disease. Or PKD for short. I found out that I had it in 2019. I've apparently had it probably as long as I've been alive, because it's genetic.
It is. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, how do you get this? How are you just blessed with this thing?
It is fully genetic. Neither of my parents have it. As far as I know, my grandparents don't have it. My sister does not have it. So it mutated from somewhere in my family. I do have a distant cousin that has the recessive form of it, and it is not a problem for him.
Okay.
And then I have what they refer to as it's ADPKD, which is the dominant version. And usually you find out that's more of a problem later in life.
Okay.
The recessive is more from birth. But I mean, if it's genetics, I've had it. I just didn't know I had it.
Yeah, sure.
Young, healthy
Didn't have
people,
symptoms.
yeah, they don't usually get blood work done, renal blood work. I went in actually for what I thought was a thyroid issue because I had lost weight. I was having mood swings. It was, and I'm not a doctor person. I don't go to the doctor.
Sure.
So when I was like 30 years old, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. This is
I feel like
weird.
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went and Susan Moore, my nurse practitioner, she's
so sweet.
She is
I love her.
Yeah. I love her. She just went ahead and did
like you're 30. We need to
just
check you out.
Yeah. And then she's like, great news. Your thyroid's fine. I'm like, yes. And she's like, but your kidney function is like surprisingly low. For an adult female that age, you're looking at somewhere over 100 GFR. And at that point, I think mine was like 36.
Oh.
So it was like very, so I went through all of this testing and I found out that I had polycystic kidney disease, which is where basically cysts grow inside and outside the kidneys. And as they grow, they take up space, make the kidneys bigger, and eventually eliminate function.
Okay.
Yeah. So
this is so weird.
Yeah, I didn't know anything like that existed, and apparently it can also affect other organs if you have it.
I've heard of it like on your ovaries, like you get polycystic ovarian problems.
Absolutely. Yes, sure. You can get on your liver, your pancreas, just I guess pretty much anywhere. But I do have some on my liver as well, but that does not seem to be problematic.
Okay.
They weren't really sure because I didn't have a history. So
yeah, there's no like playbook for this with your family because
right. And
you're the only one.
When you don't have blood work done like that previous to maybe something something wrong, you wouldn't know. So they had nothing to go off of. They assumed due to some math and some statistics based out of California and things like that, that probably like 10 years before we had to start talking dialysis, transplant, things like that. It ended up being more like 5. I have kind of like an aggressive form of it. So I am currently on the national registry list for organ donation or kidney
Okay.
donation. I go through Ohio State, Wexner Medical Center in the James, essentially, is where that happens. I am looking for a donor, like a living donor.
So let's talk about that for a minute. So, because we have 2 kidneys.
Sure.
Most people do. I mean,
Yep.
most people have 2 functioning kidneys. A human being can live with 1 kidney.
Absolutely. You can live a perfectly normal, healthy life with 1 kidney. And in fact, in most people, that 1 kidney will actually grow some to take on the job of both kidneys.
Which makes you wonder, why do we have 2?
That's science. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ask
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, you can live with 1.
Okay.
You technically don't need it. And the big selling point, I think, is you get all of this testing done, right? You get a perfect bill of health, like, should you have one. You get a total workup of everything. Blood, you get MRIs, scans, stress tests. You get all the things on my dime. My insurance pays for it.
There you go.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, in exchange, you're just having to give up a kidney that you don't even need.
Exactly.
That you don't even need. So I brought the shirt.
Okay.
And if you scan that QR code, probably not on here, but it's all over my Facebook, and we'll put something probably. Yeah. Oh, Cheryl's already ahead of that.
Cheryl's
game.
on it.
Of course she is, because she's Cheryl. That's what she does.
Because that's what Cheryl does.
Yeah. So if you feel like you want to look into, read about, investigate, you can message me. You can ask questions. I'll answer them with all the knowledge that I have. And if not, Ohio State is a great resource. Their website for living kidney donation is a great well of knowledge. And it truly, organ transplant can literally save somebody's life.
Yeah.
It can, I mean, I'm 36 years old, and it's definitely something, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah.
But I know that there's somebody out there. I've got a couple people right now that are actively testing, and I can't put into words how grateful I am for that.
What all is involved in say someone watching today says, you know what, I want to help Brittany if I can.
Sure.
Obviously this QR code, is that where they would start? What would they do?
So basically, through the website, the Living Donor website, you would just fill out a questionnaire. It usually takes 15 to 20 minutes. It asks a lot of health questions about you, immediate family members. And then after you fill out that questionnaire, you'll either get a no for whatever reason based off of the information that you input, or you'll get a notification that someone will call you. And usually within a couple days, Ohio State will call you. And they'll touch base with you and let you know what the next step could possibly be. And a lot of times you can do all of your testing wherever you live.
Okay, so you're not driving, having to drive to Ohio State.
Correct. I mean, some things in the future maybe, but for the most part,
the initial round.
Absolutely, most blood work, any kind of glucose testing or anything like that, all of that can be done at your own local hospital.
Okay.
You just have to sign a slip that says that they can share that information with Ohio State.
You know, and the interesting thing is, and you're exactly right. I mean, you know, we should all be getting blood work all the time anyway. So you're getting it. I mean, that's kind of convenient.
Yes. That is one thing that I try to, anytime I hear anybody complain about physical ailments, you know, I never was a doctor person, but now I'm very much, if it's weird and you know your body better than anybody, if it's weird, just, you know,
get checked out.
Medical bills suck. I agree.
They do.
But at the same time, if you catch something early enough, sometimes it can not be such a problem.
Now, would there be, if you had caught this earlier, would there have been anything that would have made a difference?
I'm sure probably in some ways, whether that be dietary, water intake, but for the most part, it's just
It is what it
it
is.
is what it is for this.
So what's the next step for Brittany? Because you have, when they said initially 10 years before you start dialysis or something, your unfortunately body is moving a little faster than that. And you're at what, about 5 years, I think you said. Where are you in this process?
I actually was told a couple weeks ago from my nephrologist that I am at a point to where he would like me to start dialysis, which is probably the scariest part of all of it to me.
Yeah.
The transplant is a very scary thing, but it's also an answer to a problem.
It's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
I think.
There's a lot that comes with it for sure as a recipient, but the dialysis is more like how long until you get another, get the transplant, and it's nobody wants to go through dialysis. My mother's currently going through it, so I'm learning from her what that looks like, which
It's not
is
good.
oddly helpful.
Yes, but it's not a good process.
It's not something you want to do.
No.
So I go April 9th to Ohio State for a surgery consult.
Okay.
To start that process.
All right. So the main thing is what we need to do is find you a kidney.
Yeah.
That works.
Yes. Oh yeah, it has to work. That's the most important part. Is it has to work for at least a while.
We would prefer one to work. Because the alternative is we don't have a Brittany anymore.
Yeah, as scary and as depressing as that sounds, that's dialysis isn't forever. And so let's find a kidney.
We got to find you a kidney, kiddo.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting here thinking, do you get to keep one kidney of your crappy kidneys?
Or
how does that work?
I'll leave with 3. Even though the 2 that I have now are twice the size that they should be.
Oh, so you get to keep the kidneys that don't work, and then
they'll just like unplug the one and plug the other one in. Like that's the best way I can describe that from the way it was described to me very scientifically is they're just going to like unhook one and hook up the other one. It's like switching out a TV in your house.
True Brittany fashion.
This
is your description. Okay. But no, I get it. I get what you're saying.
A nephrectomy is like a whole other thing, and that's where they remove a kidney. And a lot of times people in my position will go ahead and do that, but I'm kind of so asymptomatic that it's not something that we want to do. It's like an extra risk of a surgery.
I got
so
you. Why do that?
Yeah.
Why poke the bear any more than we have to?
Right. I'll just have 3. I'll take one of yours.
Okay.
Whoever you are. And then I'll have 3.
So what makes, and we are out of time, but I'm just so curious about this. What makes a donor be a match? Like what would make me match with Brittany?
Perfect question. I am O positive. So I'm kind of a tough match. Because I can only take O blood.
Okay.
Yeah. So
can you take O negative blood?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Any type of O blood I believe I can take.
Okay.
But A, B, any combination of those, I can't. But they look at multiple different factors. But that's one of the leading factors that they look at.
Okay, so for the first part, you need to have O blood to even.
Well, the very first part with they'll look at your height, your weight, your like where you hold your weight, how that looks, and are you diabetic? It's not always a no for people who are diabetic, but it depends on how bad, what kind of medications you're on. They look at blood pressure as well in the initial assessment. And then you'll go on to like further testing for blood, like urinalysis, things of that nature.
Okay.
And then there's also, if there's not matches, if there's not a match, you can still sign up to be in the exchange program. which is where they basically just mega swap a whole bunch of people. So if you're my donor, but you don't match me, but you match somebody else, and they have a donor who matches me, they can just 4-way swap.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really crazy. They've done it up to, I think it was 20 people at one time.
Like
So 10
everybody switching kidneys.
They're just running kidneys down hallways and coolers.
Oh God.
I
How do you
guess
keep
that's how
them?
that would work. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't look too far into it. It was kind of. I just like to envision them with the little red
Like
coolers.
somebody running with their
Just-
igloo, like just
Yeah.
as fast as they
Yeah,
can
just
down
like,
the hallway.
"Oof, yeah, I've got a kidney. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy
But yeah, the
moly.
exchange program. So like it's not, and then there's also the deceased donor list, which right now they told me that I've been on it for about 7-8 months.
Okay.
And they said that you're looking at more like 5 to 7 years. Yeah. That's how badly people in this country need organ transplants, kidney transplants specifically.
So your best bet is to find a living donor.
Yeah. Yes. And
Okay.
it is it's also helpful because a deceased donor kidney it doesn't last as long as a living donor's kidney.
Okay.
So, and with my age, it would be nice to have a living donor for the simple fact the longevity of that kidney, you could have it for 20 years. I mean, it would not be surprising if I ended up having 2 of these surgeries, 2 of these transplants in my lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you are so young.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, we need to find Brittany a kidney. So here she is.
I'm open for business.
She needs somebody to plug and play her a kidney.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on another note, if you want to be entertained, you can hear Brittany do some stand-up occasionally around here as well, because
Yeah.
she is it tonight?
Oh yeah, sorry, tonight
At
March
Stockroom?
13th at Stockroom at 7:30 p.m.
So come meet Brittany, offer her your kidney, and listen to her entertain you.
Yeah. Everybody wins.
It's win-win.
Everybody wins.
Absolutely. All right. Well, kiddo, best of luck to you.
Thanks.
We're gonna see what we can do about finding you this life-saving kidney. It's just not something that you hear about to somebody that you love all the time. So we got to find this girl a kidney. And please, if you have it in your heart or your body to plug and play her a kidney, then let's do it.
Plug and play. I like that. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for stopping by. We always
Absolutely.
love talking with you. All right. Well, we have to get out of here for the day. I want to thank everybody that stopped by the studio, and it's been a fun day. And we'll be right back here tomorrow. And my guess is Pete's going to have a lot of news to cover, because there's quite a bit going on in the area. So we will see you then. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye, everyone.